Good morning. Welcome to the Friday morning Good Morning Vibe Tribe. I'm really excited for the day. We have some amazing guests. I have my notebook ready and I am ready to take all the notes, and I'm going to turn it over to our host, Melissa.
Sorry, I was trying to unmute myself and I kept getting notifications. I was like, stop it. Okay, going crazy. Happy Friday, everybody. I am so excited for the lineup that I have coming for you guys this morning. It's really awesome when your team is on fire, you have new people coming in, and it just creates like some type of excitement that I cannot even explain. So with that being said, I'm gonna jump right in. Like first off, we always start our mornings with gratitude. This is absolutely crucial in your business, guys. If your cup is not full, you cannot pour from an empty cup. So I always like to say that um how I start my mornings is I wake up every morning at 4:30 a.m. I make sure to have that moment to myself. Because again, before my three kids wake up, chaos hits, all the things hit. I like to be done with like my devotions. I get up and I write 5 to 10 things that I'm grateful for that happened within the last 24 hours. And so if you haven't done that already, I like super encourage you just to write it in your notes, write it down on a piece of paper with a crown. Like, I don't care what you do, but every single day, what you are grateful for. And this isn't just like your house, your car, your family. Like, dig deep and really think about even the little things that you are grateful for. So after I do this, I always write my I am statements, I do my devotions, I do like a personal development journal guided book. So how you start your mornings is just you want to get your mind right, whether it's a motivational YouTube video, whether it's, putting worship music on, or just, however you want to fill your cup so that you can spread the love and joy throughout your day. Um, I don't know. Let's see if my guests are on, if they want to share how they start their mornings. Rachael, Tiffany, Tammi, anybody on that want to share like how they start their mornings? Just kind of unmute yourself, share quickly with them.
I can share.
Okay, go ahead.
Um, on a typical week, or day, I guess, um, I wake up. I try to get up before my kids get up because I need my mornings, like I need my time. And then kind of the same thing, girl. I do gratitude. Put in a podcast. Sometimes it's, like a motivational podcast. Sometimes I'm feeling my true crime, so I'll throw that in. But basically just, anything to get me pumped for the day and to start my day off on the right foot. Because otherwise, if I'm rushing in the morning, that's no good and my day goes. So I try to do that every day.
Exactly. I love it. Anybody else want to share? No? Okay. Well, definitely use the comment
Okay.
section. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No, that was just
Oh, anyways, if you guys want to drop in the comment section in the chat, 5 things that you are grateful for, I always love to see those. And so with all that, then we're gonna hop over into talk about like company news real quick. Guys, it's Flex Friday. Make sure to get those out there. Today is the absolute last day for like the credits promo. Anybody who creates a free customer account or promoter account, they're going to grab that $30 product credit. Um, that product credit, however, like today's the last day to sign up for the account, but it doesn't expire until the end of the weekend on Sunday, guys. So make sure to get those free accounts. They have a weekend to kind of look around and get the right order for them, but it's crucial to grab all of those free accounts today. Double, triple fast starts in today. so excited about double, triple fast starts. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically where you can double or triple your fast start payouts with your promoter kits. So definitely push for that. I know that, let's see, Vegas event is next Thursday through Saturday, I think, Sunday, whatever. And so I am so super excited to actually be hosting next Friday as well with Shannon and Miss Brittany Hyder. Going to be really, really, really pumped up for that, just because simple fact that new shake flavors are coming, guys. The freaking detox, like, hello. This 10-day detox, they've been dripping since conference, and I am excited. And share that excitement, guys. If you don't have a list of people who are already interested, drip that in your stories, add a poll. Do you want some information when this drops? Do you want to be added to my VIP list, whatever, so that you can message them as soon as it drops. You can get those customer orders. And let's see, anything else as far as like company news, Shannon, that you can think of? Am I missing anything?
Did you mention Putacana coming up?
Oh, nope, I sure didn't. Punta Cana, that is qualification period, guys, started at the beginning of this month. So it goes, qualifying is October, November, December. The all-inclusive trip is going to be what, in February? I forget the exact dates. But these are qualifying months, guys. So look at those trackers in your back office. Literally, I'm a checkoff person. I put it on a sticky note and I check it off every single step of the way. So I know exactly where I'm at for those trackers. Let's see, any team news or anything else?
February 24th through 27th.
27. Okay. Yep. And okay. So I will say this, guys. I don't care if you are working towards that all-inclusive lifestyle getaway. I want you, if you do not have your passport, I want you to today, I want you to apply for it, because, and this is exactly why, I'm legit, I'm talking to myself, but I'm sharing this with you just because the simple fact that I earned the last lifestyle getaway. I earned Vegas too, but I'm not able to go due to childcare. Anyways, long story short, my last lifestyle getaway, I totally could have went to Mexico, the last one they went to, but I didn't have my passport in time, and I still procrastinator. Hello, still haven't got it. So I'm biting the bullet today. I'm not making any excuses. I'm going to go apply for my passport, apply for my husband's passport, because I'm claiming it. I'm going on this trip. Absolutely, without a doubt. So don't be me. Don't miss out on a trip because you don't have your passport. Go do that right now. All right. Anything? Yeah, I'm telling you, guys, you don't want to miss out just because of a silly hiccup that you didn't have it in time, and they're so backed up because literally, in the next couple years, I think everybody has to have a passport to travel anyways. So if you haven't got on it, just go do it. I don't even know how to say it anyway else.
So I will say I was in the same boat, and it took 4.5 months to get mine. It's supposed to take what, 8 weeks max?
Yeah.
Guys, get it in now. I know that sounds so stupid, but I was in the same boat. I missed Mexico because mine didn't even come. I sent mine off in October when the trip started, and it didn't come until March. So however long that is, 6 months.
Wow. Yeah. See, they're backed up, guys. So don't wait. I don't even know, even if I earn this one, but I'm going to apply today, and I'm going to hope by the grace of God that it all works out. So yeah. And then team news also, guys, Lisa just said last night on, if you didn't attend last night's, Dream Team Zoom, that they're revamping the Dream Team page. A new page is coming at the beginning of the year. Yes, more information is coming, but just putting that drip in your ear so that you can pay attention to that page. Change is coming, change is good. these leaders are coming together and they're like ready, like they're fired up. I'm fired up. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm just so fired up. I can't even contain my excitement. So, yes. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and jump right over into the topic of discussion because I know that I have a couple ladies on this morning who have to get off and get their routine started with either work or waking the kiddos up. So I first wanted to, our topic is show up, glow up, and crush your freaking goals, guys. Okay. So get out of your comfort zone. We're going to talk about it all today. And each one of these ladies have just a little something different to share. But what they have to share is so unique. And so make sure to listen to what they're saying. Tammi, if you are on, I'm going to go ahead and hop over to you first. Are you there, babe? Go ahead and unmute.
I'm here.
I am so freaking proud of you, girlfriend. Okay, so this woman here, like, I'm gonna let her tell her story, but she just came in 3 months ago. She is plugging in, she's tuning in. We just had the Minnesota local this past weekend, and I traveled up there and I got to, mingle with my team. And I can't stress to you how important it is to get out of your comfort zone, make it to those locals, make it to those events. If you don't have one, create one, do one in your own living room. I don't care, but get to one. There's something about it. And I'm going to turn it over to her and let her tell her little spiel about what all went down this past weekend. Go ahead, girl.
Okay, as Melissa said, I just started a little over 3 months ago, and backstory, before 3 months ago, I was the hugest introvert unless I knew you for a long time. So getting up and talking to people that I don't know would never happen. Fast forward to this past weekend, I went to all the local events. Friday was a meet and greet. And my wonderful leader, Melissa, pulled me up in front of everybody that was there to talk about my story. And I was able to do it without a hesitation. It would not have happened before. I would have straight up looked at her and said, nope, not coming up there, or walked out of the room, one of the two. But I did. And then also attended the Saturday training session. So amazing to be able to hear from so many people, their stories, their tips, all of that really got me super duper pumped up. And the following Monday, as we all know, if you've listened to the trainings, when you start, you're supposed to think of this person, that person, and this person that you want to reach out to. And my rich contact person is someone I've known for going on 15 years, but for 3 months, I have not reached out to her. Too scared, even though she's the greatest person in the world, but I just couldn't do it. Come Monday after the local, I bit the bullet and I sent her a message saying, hey, I don't know if you're interested or if you know someone who is, the whole spiel. And she came back and said, absolutely, she would support me. What does she need to do? And she's got her free account set up. We're just walking through exactly all her products. Funny thing is, the day that I reached out to her, she currently uses Melaleuca vitamins, and she had just ran out and was about to place another order. So, moral of the story, if you have that person, don't be scared. Just reach out, get out of your comfort zone. You never know what's going to happen. You just don't know. And unless you try, you won't know. So hoping that, having her on was going to open the doors to more people. Actually, I should say hoping. It is going to open the doors to more people. And I'm just going to rock it out and hopefully qualify for Punta Cana.
Absolutely, girl. Like, I don't even know, like, her determination after she came out of this event, like, she was there dancing, she was doing all the things, and just like being around that community, it does things for you, right? Like, you were talking to people, you were getting me in 3 ways, you were like, you know, she took the social media training also, guys, that she learned there from like Brittany Strike, Ashley Sy, like these girls who are like amazing on their social media. And she's transforming and branding herself. And, she's taking what she's learning and she's applying. And I just can't even say like how proud of you, Tammi, that I am. Like you got up and spoken like in front of like 75 people. Like, come on, like that's freaking amazing. So yeah, do you have anything else that you want to share about that event?
Just if you have the opportunity to go to a local, especially a big training one, just do it, find a way. I had to jump some hurdles to get childcare. My child was not happy that I wasn't around him, but you have to do it for you, and you need to step out of that comfort zone and better yourself and just get yourself running.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for, sharing that and, taking some time out of your morning and always showing up. I appreciate you. So yeah, now I'm going to flip the script just a little bit. Haley, are you on? If you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, give me just like 2 minutes. I'm finishing brushing my teeth.
Oh, you're good. Okay, so I'm just going to tell a little bit about what is going on with you, girlfriend. Oh my gosh. Okay, so guys, never, 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 never pass up on a free promoter. And this girl right here is about to tell you why. I personally, she reminds me so much of myself because whenever I got started in this business, I was not in a financial place to purchase a kit right away. Whenever I first Steph got me a sample, I tried it day one, whatever, it was a little bit before I got a kit. But guys, when you have somebody who shows up in your network and you think that they would be amazing at this and money is an issue, we have that opportunity to offer them that free promoter account. And when they come in and they are coachable and they are ready to rock and roll, like when I tell you this girl right here, came in crushing all the goals and was doing all the things, that's absolutely what she was doing. She came in as a free promoter, guys. I got a sample in her hands because I think it's so super important for them to be a product of the product. She wanted to try the product. This gives her the opportunity to use those before she starts using those, to take pictures, to use it. I told her how to do absolutely everything, guys. And I was there to hold her hand. But this girl in her 2 weeks just grabbed her not only VIP 800, but she grabbed her VIP 1600. She was there until the very last minute of her bonus, crushing it, getting me in those 3 ways. I'm so freaking proud of her. And so I wanted to bring her on this morning and just let her share a little bit about her story. And so Haley, if you are ready to go, girl, I'll pass it over to you.
Yes. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Well, like she was saying, I came on free. I've been watching her story for a while, and she had just been getting nicer and closer and closer and closer. And finally one day it was just like, she's like, I can help you. I'm like, what? You can help me? What you mean you can help me? So we got started right away. And now I'm able to pay my babysitter. I'm able to get our Halloween costumes. And that was one thing that, I was worried about. But now I can check everything off my list. And my baby's going to be happy. I'm going to be happy. And yeah, so if I can do it, a lot of you guys can do it as well.
Mm-hmm. So what did you do? Obviously, we got product into your hands. You took a ton of pictures. And then what did you do on day one? You were in your stories, you were sharing it. How did you feel on day one?
To be honest, at first I was sharing it. I was a little scared, in my comfort zone. But once people started asking me questions and asking how I can help them, it just clicked in my head. I want everybody else to be, to feel how I'm feeling, because Thrive is one for the books. I will tell you that. I'm able to, get up every day with my son and continue moving forward. Yeah.
Yes. And so you were sharing that from the rooftops, and what was one big thing. Like, obviously, I told you, let's be coachable, let's do this together. And we were working together. We were like, literally, like I told you, you were my BFF, right? Like, I was like, we're BFFs now. Like, we were in each other's inboxes like all day long. And I mean, to tell you, this girl was getting me in three-way after three-way after three-way. And it was just so incredible. And she was literally just setting them up and letting me do my thing. Like, we were walking it through. And then by, the time that we did a couple conversations, she was taking it away, and so just amazing. Like, I was just so super proud of her, guys. Haley, do you want to share anything else that you could encourage somebody, or just a little bit of word of advice for somebody who is coming in this, who's within their VIP period?
Just don't give up. You're going to get discouraged. You're going to think, oh my goodness, like this isn't for me. No, it is. It totally is. Just one, get out of your comfort zone. Two, keep trying. And definitely, tell people how you feel. Most definitely, because they go off of, they can see you all day long. But if you've never really tried the product, or if you can't really say how it is, like, you can't really get your customer base. And I've learned that. But I just know to just keep asking questions, because you can't get the right answers if you don't ask the questions. If you don't push, because I always ask them silly questions to Melissa every day, and she's like, girl, like, I've asked that question too. It's totally fine. So never a stupid answer, never a stupid question, because this is your business. You have to be the one to rock this.
Absolutely. You have to bring the fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be inspired so much by a person, but you have to bring the motivation. Like,
Yes.
you can't motivate somebody. So when I just saw her, like, literally, like, I met her in person, I got her the samples, and obviously we had been friends and following each other on social media, but just having that connection, I met her in person, and she was just such a bubbly person. You could see her determination and her fire. And literally, like, she didn't give up. She's already, like, about 2/3 of the way to hitting 4K. This girl's on fire, guys. Like, I can't even, and her team is coming in hot. She's doing all the things, jumping right into those leadership vibes. So, Haley, girl, you're rocking it. I'm so freaking proud of you. Oh my gosh. I can't even say how proud I am. So yeah, do you have anything else to add before I bump it over to the next person?
I don't think so, but I just do want to say is have a great day. Don't give up. If it matters to you, it matters to God, it matters to me.
I love it. I love it. Girlfriend, go wake up your baby, get to work, and have a fantastic day. Again, I'm so freaking proud of you. Keep up the good work. The determination, like, you in itself, like, you are inspiring. So thank you. Thank you for sharing. Yes.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Or bye, ladies. Okay, so next, a little bit ahead of schedule. I just get so pumped up, guys, whenever I talked, you know what I'm saying? Like, these new ladies are coming in and their fire is so exciting. It's so exciting. So if you don't, have that fire within you, find it. Whatever lights your fire, whether it's, getting that new person on, getting in person, getting to that training, getting on that call with your leader, whatever you need to do, like, get that fire in your soul. Cause right now, like, I just feel it. Like, things are pumping up. People were busy over the, summer season, but now it's coming in here. We have this 40K push group Lisa's doing. Telling you guys, like, I did it last time and I did not feel like, I don't know, maybe it just wasn't my time, but this time it's different. And I just feel it. Like, her group is changing my algorithm. It's like, it's changing so much for my social media. So that topic kind of brings me into my next guest. Rachael, if you're on, can totally unmute yourself. She also was at the Minnesota training. We got so much time to plug in and just to grow as a team. It was so amazing. She I'll let you tell her story and stuff. But this girl right here, like her heart of gold and just her determination
Oh.
and just you inspire me. You're going through so much just in life and you're still kicking butt. You're taking names, like you're doing all the things, you're showing up and not letting absolutely any excuse or health concern get in the way. Like, oh my gosh. So, yeah, I'm going to pass it to Rachel. Let her share a little bit about her story and what she has going on because this girl is I don't know, she's rocking it out.
I'm trying, man. So I don't know where you want me to start.
So I
It
don't know.
all
Talk about
started
like
back in
this.
2019. No, I'm
I'm right.
kidding.
I don't know. Talk about like this weekend and just how you're, always showing up and what you took away
Um,
from this weekend's local and what you're going through.
all right. So yeah, I mean, I try to make it to the events because you guys, there's nothing more that's gonna pump you up than getting to an event. The first one I went to was at Steph's house, and I knew zero people that were gonna be there. I, hadn't even met Steph in real life, and but I went and ended up having like the best time, and connected with people that, were on the same wavelength as me. Like that's, it's hard, I have a lot of people around me in my life that, that this is gonna fail, this is a scam, blah, blah, blah. And I do my best to ignore it because, we all know that that's not true. But you guys, once you get yourself around these people, it's life changing. I'm not kidding you. This community is like the biggest thing um right now for me because I never really had any friends. I mean, I had my few people that I talked to or whatever, hung out with, but the connections I've made through Thrive are like so much deeper. And, you know, you can connect with anybody. I mean, we all have, we might not have the same stories, but we do have similarities in our stories. And just to make that connection is huge. And then this weekend, oh my God, it was great. Unfortunately, I didn't get to get there Friday because my body hates me more than anything, and I got sick. I think maybe from the flu shot or everything else going on. I'm not sure, but I was able to be there Saturday, and it was so awesome. It was amazing to see, like, I mean, Chas was like running around that room, getting in people's faces and like just changing lives, changing, perceptions. And I'm not kidding you guys, I've never seen people so excited that are at the top of a company in my life. Like between her and Steph and Lisa and, everybody, they were pumped to be there. Like, it's different here. It is so different with Thrive. It's amazing. But get to those locals, you guys, for real. Like Melissa said, have one in your living room. Because that community is huge and it's gonna pump you up and it's gonna push you to go to that next level. Um, but yeah, so anyways, then on Monday I had my fifth surgery on my ankle. Um, so I'm sorry if I sound like a weirdo, but I'm on a lot of pain medication right now. But you know what? That didn't stop me. Like a year ago, 2 years ago, it would have stopped me in my tracks and I would have been depressed and I would have hated life and it would not have been a good thing. But this time around, I was just like, it just is what it is. Um, I'm gonna keep fighting. I signed up for the 40K push group before I found out that I had to have the surgery. And I went back and forth. Should I pull out and just, because should I give somebody else the opportunity? Like, am I really gonna be able to do this? And I was like, F that. That's an excuse. That's me making up reasons why I can't succeed right now. And so I said, F it. And I have gotten all my assignments done every day. Yep, I'm in and out of sleep since Monday. But when I wake up, I find the time to get it done. My mouth is so dry. Thank the Lord for, my mother-in-law and my mom and my husband, because they've been doing all the things so that I can rest and just, you know, do what I gotta do. And I'm not giving up no matter how many more surgeries I have on this ankle. It could be 100, we don't know.
But
But yeah, so basically just keep going.
absolutely. I mean, when life hits you and you never know, like what, like she didn't know before she took on these challenges and stuff like that. And when I say Lisa's 40K push group, like it's not a joke, guys. Like if you don't show up and if you don't turn in those assignments every single day, like you get kicked out of the group. Like she's staying strong, she's growing her business, she's throwing me in these 3 ways. So, when she is sleeping and recovering, like we have that team and we have that support, we have that third party validation. And guys, that's so, so freaking huge, because you never know, like what if you start talking to a potential and then you know God forbid, like something happens with your kid or your family, or, a crisis at work, or, anything happens and you have to step away from your phone. Like this person is here to, it's the teamwork that equals the dream work. Those third party validations, those 3 ways, guys, if you're not utilizing those in your business, you need to. I personally, just from a personal standpoint, like Stephanie Rachael, she is my personally enrolled, and sometimes like I know that woman is busy. Like, I don't want to overwhelm her. And, I've been doing network marketing for, gosh, 8 years now and thriving for 2, but I still don't know all the answers. And that third party validation is great. But there for a period of time, I did not use them because I felt like I was bothering her, or, I felt like, I didn't want to overwhelm her with the amount of potentials that I have coming in. And on top of like what she has, and then all the other things, like I can imagine, like she does amazing things. And so I kind of fell back from using those myself, and it affected my business, guys. I wasn't like the rate of like my PPA kind of fell back a little bit. Like I noticed it. I didn't notice it, and I didn't want to notice it, I think, but I noticed it. And so I've been implementing that, and I've been encouraging my team to do the same, because obviously if you're not doing it, your team's not going to do it, and my team wasn't doing it either, guys. And so now that we're back to doing that, I'm telling you, our team is on fire. Like that third party validation, guys. And if, back to the thing where Steph is so busy, like if your upline is a busy person, like you don't always have to use your upline. You can use a sideline sister. You can absolutely go to the Dream Team page, Thrive to Survive page, whatever team page that you are on. And you can absolutely just quick put a post like, where's a nurse, where's a mama of a 4-month-old who is tired and needed extra energy, like find those specific connections. Okay. And then that person has somebody to connect with on a whole nother level, like when you have that connection, it's just it flows. And so start that 3-way conversation, introduce those people, and just let that person do their thing, share their story, whatever. And kind of sit back and watch it happen. So again, those 3 ways are absolutely so super important. Again, if you're not not utilizing those, I encourage you to go do one today, with
Can I say
a
one more thing?
potential. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Sorry.
No, you're good, girl. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say too, because like right now, like you said, like I'm a growing whatever you said I was growing. I'm sorry. But I just want you guys to know that like just because like the numbers aren't there, just because people aren't ordering, it doesn't mean that you're not working on that your business is failing. Right now I'm working on revamping my social media and like making sure I have the right people in my network. So that's what I like yesterday. In the 40K push group, we were kind of told like pick your own tasks for the day. And so I did kind of pick a behind the scenes one because I am laid up. So I went through like so many people in my friends list and so many people on my follow list on Instagram, and just like, you're always, as long as you're always doing something with your business, like it's gonna grow no matter what. But just because you're not seeing those numbers right now, like, don't give up, because your work that you're doing now, you're gonna see in the next, 2, 3 months, and it's just gonna like go ballistic. So stay with it, stay consistent, and it may seem slow, as they say, but you guys were always doing something. So that's all I wanted to add. I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry, girl. That's good tips. Good tips. Seriously. And so the other thing that I kind of like squirreled off of that, like, guys, make sure that you're utilizing, like while you're growing your business and building those connections. It does take about 3 months. And it kind of clicked for me last night and the day before, just because I had a friend, and this is something that I learned from the 40K push group at the last one, but groups, guys, groups on Facebook. Absolutely. How you grow your network. I met, you join your groups that are in your five things, your niche, and you join all these groups and you build these connections. So a girl that I had added from the group, we started building that connection, just talking on a mom life kind of note. And then Stephanie had came in to do a local for me, and I had just like stepped out of my comfort zone, never talked Thrive before. Obviously she had seen it on my page, but I'm just like, hey, I'm not sure if you see what I do, but would love, having to get together in the park, bring the kids, anyway, she came to my local, guys, and we dripped Thrive on her. We loved on her. Nobody left without trying Thrive. She left with a sample. She tried Thrive. And this is over a period of probably 3 months. Okay. So I'm building this relationship. We've gotten samples into her hands now. She's attended an event, then she got in my 75 soft challenge group that I was doing just as a health and wellness side thing, that I needed motivation to just do an exercise a day, drink a gallon of water a day. Like, there's, I think, like 5 things. It's kind of like a version of 75 hard, but I'm soft and I can't do the 2 workouts, and when I could, I'm working on it. But anyways, long story short, we loved on her. We grew that connection. And guys, let me tell you, she attended Lisa's live event, live that she did, opportunity event the other night. And she signed the next day. She was ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, she saw the vision and she got on board and she's ready to roll, guys. So when you're planting those seeds, like, everybody's seasons are going to be freaking different, And so really, really, really focus on just being a good friend. Like, be you, build those connections. People are going to see, as long as you are consistent and you show up every single day and you share Thrive in your stories and you share it on your wall and you shout it loud and proud, this stuff is going to come. And so definitely plant those seeds. Again, it took about 3 months. I can't even talk. I'm getting all flustered. And so it took about 3 months for that connection to form and for that seed to sprout. And you never just know where that connection will go. So with that all being said, I do want to hop it over to the last. This part's going to be funny, guys. I'm so excited.
Really quick, I'm going to interrupt. I'm sorry for taking so long.
I know, right, girl? I was wondering if you was on. And then, okay, so then she even hopped out of her comfort zone and she was on the Lunch and Grow last night or yesterday. And she even got off of mute, turned her video on, spoke on that Zoom, said what she was grateful for. I am so excited for your journey, Renee. Like, girl, I didn't mean to call you out like that, but I had to, just because I want them to see like what it is. Like, we became friends. Like, we did the things. So I'm so proud of you, and I'm excited that you're on this journey with me.
Thank you.
You are so welcome. Have a good day at work, love. So the last person that I want to bring on, Tiffany Schultz, if you are on, absolutely, girl. I'm so excited for this segment just because, like, again, it ties back into getting out of your comfort zone, attending those locals. And we got to hang out all weekend. It was so much fun. We went to Mall of America. Our families got to ride rides and do all the fun things. And we just had the funnest day. But then we went to the event Saturday, and then we decided Steph invited us over to her house, and then to go to dinner afterwards, and so we jumped out of our comfort zones and we went, and within this, I'm going to kind of pass it over to you, Tiff, and let her tell you guys, we're going to talk about quote unquote real life. Okay.
Can you guys hear
I love
me?
you. Yes, we can hear you.
I'm like laughing already.
I know, because it was a good time.
So kind of going back to like real life, when Melissa hosted her event in Kansas City, Missouri. Did I say it correct?
Yes.
But it started off where a group of us were going down, and then Rachael had to have some procedures done, so she wasn't able to go. And I was really torn about going, because at this point then it was me flying down by myself, never having left my husband like this or my kids. And but talking with Melissa, I didn't want to be a burden on her, and she's like, just come. I'm like, okay, I'm going. Well, then it turned into that Steffi G was on my flight, and then I ended up but Steph was like texting me then, and then, it's a little intimidating when you have people hire, like in the Millionaire Club in those 200Ks, getting in your inbox being like, hey girl, hey, so you're gonna ride with me? And I'm like, what? And I'm like, I can take an Uber. I'm like, I don't want to be a burden to anyone. And she's like, you are not taking a freaking Uber. And so the whole weekend then, with Melissa and Steffi G and Stephanie, I know, is it Perseer? I think it's Perseer.
No, it's Steffi Rose.
Okay. With her all weekend long, and just getting that there's so much more to what is going on in this company, the community. And so then fast forward to this past weekend, and getting, my girls are always like, why do you always get to go to this stuff? And so I let my girls play. Sorry, my daughter's up now. Why do you always get to go to the Thrive stuff? So it was so fun to get them involved in it, and to meet like the other kids that are involved, and just having that day and loving on them so that they can see why we are doing what we're doing, so it's so much more than just these products. So then we go to the live event, or the training, Jack, lay down, on Saturday. And let me talk, like, if going back to what everybody has said, if you can get to these events, go, because they fill your soul, hearing stories. And like Rachael said, our stories are all so similar, yet so different. And having to understand, like, to share your story, because you never know who that's going to resonate with. And so, like Melissa said, we got invited to dinner, and it was a hard decision, like, it was not close to the training. It was an hour drive to where we were going and back, and so we're like, we've already been gone all day, but we went. And one, I hate driving, but I'm like, hey, I'll do it. And then we get there and Melissa and I were joking, you know, I'm like, gosh, it looks like it's going to rain and I don't like driving when it's raining and then it's going to be dark and, you know, all those excuses going through my head. And Melissa is just sitting there laughing at me. So we go to dinner and Steffi G is like, hey, can you just bring Chastity and Lisa back to their hotel since they're right across the street from Melissa? You guys, talk about a freaking panic attack, because now I am driving Chastity and Lisa, and we're not talking a 10-minute ride. We're talking an hour drive with these guys. And it was so intimidating because, you know, those guys were, one of the big thing was like the auto bonus, and I don't have an auto bonus, you know, I don't have a fancy car and I have 2 kids and my car looks like a freaking bomb went off in it. And so I am literally shoving crap in the trunk of my car, throwing it under things, and Melissa is sitting there laughing her ass off at me.
I was recording the whole thing too.
But they come out and they're like, what the heck are you doing? And I'm like, my car is so dirty. And Lisa's like, dude, I have kids who were like changing in my back seat and there's glitter and God knows what. And then Chastity is like, I'm a grandma, you should see my car. And I'm like, you know, and so just, you know, to kind of tie everything in, you know, like go out of your comfort zone, you know, and then just to be, they're real people, you know, like they have been there. And like Lisa has said repeatedly, we can each say the same exact damn thing, but she, you know, it's the confidence. You have to be confident in what you're saying and what you're doing, because that is what's going to get you. And that's why like the self-development is so important, you know. And the reels, you know, like talking into what Melissa has, this theme is, you know, like real life, you know. So if anybody's seen their stuff on like Melissa's post or whatever, and I think Chastity posted it and also Lisa, we're driving back and there's this stupid freaking chicken on the side of the road.
A big chicken. It's like a rooster at a gas station. It's like probably twice or probably no, like 5 times the size that we are, right? Okay, so it's like this big chicken. Okay.
And they decided to go and do the chicken dance
in the rain
there in the middle of the freaking parking lot. And then it turns into, hey, we're going to turn this in the reel and we're going to add music. And Chas was getting so frustrated because she couldn't figure out the music. And so this is why, like, reaching out to your sidelines and uplines or just anybody to ask for help, because people are not scared to help you. You just have to ask. I mean, and so Chas was, I think, Melissa, it was like 4 or 5 people.
She reached out to Steph. Yep. And then she reached out to Megan, and then she reached out to Amber. Yeah, Amber Mayquest. And then she did and I would like, she just filtered through. She's like, how do I do this? This is a teaching moment. Literally, like they spent an hour teaching us and implementing what we learned from the social media, like, and implemented it into a reel of us doing the freaking chicken dance in front of this chicken.
And everybody just kept asking. They're like, Chastity, are you drinking? And she's like, no, I'm just high on life. I got this fire in my belly. And they're like, well, just send it to me. And she's like, no, you're not going to see what we're doing, you know? So like, she was really adamant about like trying to learn things on her own, but it goes back to not being scared to ask. You know, like not being scared to ask for when you need help. You know, that is what all of this is about, you know, like you have to not be scared and being confident and going out of your comfort zone. So
Absolutely. I love it. We had so much fun, guys. Like that was the best hour ever. And we just soaked it in. And you know, I called it real life because it was real life. Like we're just normal people. Like we were so nervous about driving. Like we just kept saying, "Oh, we're
hey,
driving
you
millionaires
didn't
home."
drive. You got to sit
Okay.
there and laugh.
You got to drive, but just, you know, we were nervous about this hour-long ride back with them. And guys, like they just poured into us. They loved on us. They are normal people. Don't be scared to reach out to them. And we just had the best time, you know, and it was my first reel and it was great. I don't think I've ever, like, I had a cramp in my side from laughing so hard. Like, I don't think I've ever laughed that hard in my life. And it was such a great moment. And just seeing like how Chas, you know, like it was a huge learning moment for me too, because I'm always like, I'll ask somebody and then like they do it for me, but I don't ever ask like, no, teach me how to do that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like it kind of flipped a switch for me too on a whole nother level, but I love you, Tiffany. Thank you so much for sharing the craziness. But guys, just have fun. Just do it. Like literally, like all of the social media platforms are changing over into like videos. Like videos are huge right now. Reels are huge. So just get out there. Don't worry. It doesn't have to be a dance. It doesn't have to be like all the crazy things that you see on TikTok. It can literally be anything that you want it to be. And so just be creative and just legit like have fun doing it. Get out of your comfort zone and don't forget to like show up, glow up, and just crush all of your goals, guys. Okay, so that's kind of what I have for today. I do want you to, if you are on right now, I want you to drop in the chat. Okay, I want you to drop one thing that you're going to do outside of your comfort zone. Okay, but if you have not yet won a prize on the Good Morning Vibes Tribe Zoom, I want you to drop me in big caps and then the thing that you're going to do outside your comfort zone. I want everybody to drop the uncomfortable things, but if you haven't won, make sure to start it with me so that I can pick a winner because we're going to give away a prize. And I think it's Miss Shannon. I believe you're doing the 100 days reading.
I am.
Well, good morning, beautiful.
Good morning again.
Yes. All right. Take it away, love.
First of all, before I get into the reading, I just have to say I love that story. I can definitely feel everything she was saying because when I went to that local in Ohio, I drove 8.5 hours. I knock on the door and Lisa opens the door and she wants to give me a hug. I'm all like, I said, I just sat in the car for 8.5 hours. I'm sweaty. She goes, I don't care. You're here. And the next morning, though, I was awake for like 2 hours before I had the bravery to go upstairs. It was like, okay, I need to do this. I need my shake because I'm at Courtney Good's house with Chastity, Courtney, and Lisa. And I'm like, oh, they're going to see me when I first wake up. Oh my gosh. But it was so normal. And it was the best weekend ever. Get to these locals. They are amazing. And
absolutely.
On that note, I'm going to read day 34. The morning watch. He wakens me morning by morning, wakens my ear to listen like no one being instructed. The sovereign Lord has opened my ears. Isaiah 50, verses 4 through 5. Each new day is a gift from God, and if you are wise, you will spend a few quiet moments each morning thanking the giver. That's our gratitude. When you do, you'll discover that time spent with God can lift your spirits and relieve your stress. Warren Weiserby wrote, surrender your mind to the Lord at the beginning of each day. And that's sound advice. When you begin each day with your head bowed and your heart lifted, you're reminded of God's love, his protection, and his commandments that God has placed upon your heart. So if you've acquired the unfortunate habit of trying to squeeze God into the corners of your life, it's time to reshuffle the items on your to-do list by placing God first. And if you haven't already done so, form the habit of spending quality time with your Father in heaven. He deserves it, and so do you. Our quotes for the day. How paltry must be the devotions of those who are always in a hurry. William Law. How motivating it has been for me to view my early morning devotions as a time of retreat alone with Jesus, who desires that I come with him by myself to a quiet place in order to pray, read his word, listen for his voice, and be renewed in my spirit. Anne Graham Lotz. I suggest you discipline yourself to spend time daily in a systematic reading of God's word. Make this quiet time a priority that nobody can change. Warren Weiserby. For further reflection, Psalms chapter 5, verse 3 and chapter 90, verse 14, and chapter 143, verse 8. Isaiah 33, 2 and Mark 135. Today's prayer. Lord, help me hear your direction for my life in the quiet moments when I study your holy word. And as I go about my daily activities, let everything that I say and do be pleasing to you. Amen.
Amen. I absolutely love it. Thank you so, so much. So I went through the chat and I went ahead and picked a winner. It doesn't have like a first last name or whatever. It just says April's Galaxy Note 25G. You're the winner today. So thank you, April. I can't wait for you to reach out to a sideline for a three-way. Make sure you guys do all these uncomfortable things because that's how you're going to truly grow in your business. You never grow if you're like within inside your comfort zone. And so I'm going to challenge myself today to get out of my comfort zone. And I want to do belly to belly. And I'm going to make sure that I don't leave the post office today without getting a sample into that post office man's hands. So that's my goal.
I love that. My goal is to do something that I've always been afraid of and get my leader, Miss Star Marie, and I know she's listening, so this will keep me accountable, into a three-way.
You go, girl. I know you're going to do it. You're going to crush it. And you guys are going to sign somebody. I know it.
Absolutely. April, I need you to get in touch with me in Messenger so I can get you the graphic and you can choose your prize. My last name in Messenger is COCHRAN. Thank you so much for coming today to join us, and we'll see y'all on Monday.
All right, everybody. Have a good day.